The next series of words, hub, switch, router, media, WAN link, all of them are kind of connected to each other. Let's say that I have many computers. I want to have this computer, this computer, this computer, and finally this one, right? I have 4 computers. I want to make sure that they can all connect to each other, and to connect them together I do not just use a cable and connect this one to that one and that one to that one. That's going to be very, very bad. Let's say that, for example, if I want to do that, I have to connect this one to this one and this and this, and the same thing should happen here. You can see that lots of cables are going to be used here, and this is not what we really want to do. And on the other hand, this is a one-to-one connection. This is not actual connection that I mean to have in my network. What I need to do is to do something like this. I use a device in between, and then I use this device to connect all computers to each other, and you can see that all those computers connect to this device only, and then through this device they can send and receive information. Let's say that, for example, this computer sends some information to this device that's going to be hub, switch, or router, or whatever it is, and it is going to send it to other interfaces, maybe to one of them or maybe to all of them. So in case we use a hub, this is going to be all of them. So if computer 2 sends some information, then hub is going to send this information to computer 1, computer 3, and computer 4, or even maybe reflects it back to the link that is connected to computer 2. This is based on the type of hub that you have. Now, hub has some other meanings as well. So a hub can be kind of a relay. So when I receive signals from computer 2, I don't just send it to other computers, I relay the signal. As a matter of fact, I amplify the signal to make sure that this signal is not going to be degraded on its travel to the other computers. So it is important, but on the other hand, it has some bad side effects. Let's say that the connection from computer 2 to the hub has some attenuation, and attenuation is kind of interference that some other appliances, devices, or something causes on this link. So if we have extra signals that are not part of our actual signals, that is going to degrade the kind of data that we are sending. The speed is going to go down, and a lot of other issues are going to happen here. And this hub thing doesn't understand that. So whatever signal it receives, it just amplifies it and sends to the other links. So those attenuation signals are going to be amplified as well. So that's going to be a problem. So to solve this problem and some other problems like sending information on all links and kind of using the bandwidth that we have here, and I'm going to speak about bandwidth in later sessions, we use another kind of device that is called switch. And we have 2 types of switches. Some of them are software-based switches, we just call them bridge, and some of them are hardware based switches that we call them switch. So you may have not heard of bridge, because bridge is kind of old. We do not have bridges these days. At that time, switches were expensive. We had to use some sort of cheaper switches that used to work just by software. They were not so fast as switches that we have right now. And right now, no, switches are very cheap, and we can buy switches with a few $100 and use it in our network. The best type of switches, of course, a few $100. Some of them are even cheaper than that. So switch is a little more intelligent than a hub. It doesn't just amplifies the signal and sends it on interfaces. It has some other functions that we are going to speak about in later section. But still, it is kind of a connection inside a LAN. What if I want to connect to another LAN? another network. In that case, I would need to use a router. And router is going to connect different networks to each other, and router knows where to send information to kind of the other network can receive the information. What about media? These cables that we have used to connect the computers to hub or switch or router or computers to each other, this is called the media, and this media is going to be maybe copper. We have some other medias like wireless connections use some wireless signals, radio waves. That is going to be our media. Sometimes we use fiber optic cables. That's going to be another type of media. Sometimes we use Bluetooth. That's another type of media. So anything that is used to send and receive the signal, that's going to be a media. What about this last one, WAN link, a wide area network link? We have, as a matter of fact, a local area network or a wide area network, and all of them, of course, are part of some other definitions that we are about to speak about. And LAN is going to be local. This means that it is in a very, very small space, but WAN is a wider space. For example, I want to connect from here to another city. What do I need to have? That kind of connection or link that I need to use is called a WAN link. So WAN link connects different cities, different parts of the big cities, or different countries to each other. But LAN is just for one building or many buildings in each other's vicinity. So LAN is a smaller network than a WAN.